speed right here, because this is more just mostly definition stuff. The first one under addition. Blank piece of paper with addition. This next section just starts off labeling parts of an addition problem so that you know what it is. For example, if you have 6 plus 8 is 14, what are the parts of an addition problem called? The two things that get added together, anybody? Remember back from way back there? Two things when you add together are called, Peter, the, believe it or not, you are correct, the addends. And I'll bet you probably know the things that get added together end up with the, Jacob?
Sum?
Yes. Math is something special. Okay, so the book just will ask you something like, so anytime you see a problem that says, you know, what is the sum? They ask you for what is the sum, automatically you know that it has to be in addition problems. Okay, that pretty much is what, 5th grade math? But we have to do 5th grade math. That's good, good. Subtraction, children, is a little bit tougher. They are terms we don't use very often. 15 minus 6 is 9. What are the parts of a subtraction problem? And these people don't say these very often, but it is what it is. Let's do the answer first, because most people know that. The answer, Kelsey, is the
Difference.
What is the difference? And then these two guys here have just some absolutely bizarre names. I'm sure if you're looking in your book, you probably remembered them. This one I probably have an easier time remembering than the top one. What is the one that you're subtracting called? Yeah, Sandy, looking for a book, is the subtrahend. Will you ever have to need to know that? And maybe if you're on a quiz show, if you're smarter than a 5th grader, that would probably come up there. Did I spell it right? And the top one is the, Peter? The minuend. And I probably will give you a quiz where you have to label those, so it is what it is. You've got your notes. Everybody's happy. I don't even know if we did subtraction. Did we do subtraction last year on that? Everybody's good with that? Then we've got multiplication. That's an easy one. Under multiplication, let's say you have 7 times 8 is 56. Why do you suppose in addition and in multiplication you end up with things that have the same name? Like in addition it was the addends, and in multiplication it's the Savannah? Factors. Why do you suppose those don't have different names? Anybody got a good reason? Yeah.
Doesn't matter what order.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what order. Yeah, I can flip that around. It's going to be the same problem. So they're going to be called the same thing because they are a thing. And the answer, then, children, for you to wow and amaze your friends, Michael Duell, is the product. Or product. Or product. However you want to say that. And where do we go from here now that all the children are grown up? Yes, I would suppose division would be a likely culprit here. And division, just like subtraction, has all sorts of good names. And by the way, we should probably write it in all the different. Division gets a little goofy because you could write it like this. 49 divided by 9 is 5. Or you could write it like this. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Or I could write it like what? 45 divided by 9 is 5. 3 different ways you can write division, they all mean the same thing. Let's start with the answer, my friend, that's blowing in the wind, is called what? The 5 is the
Quotient.
quotient. The one that's doing the work, the 9, and the 9 is the, this almost makes sense. The thing that's doing the dividing is called the, Evan?
Dividend.
I believe it's the divisor, isn't it?
Oh, divisor.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think the divisor does the dividing. That's a lot of play times where people keep their sunglasses in the visor. And the number that is getting divided is the dividend. Dividend. Just make sure you're familiar with it in all 3 different forms. So that's where it'll come up. It could look like that, could look like that. Could write the words out. Boy, that's a weight off my chest, isn't it? Okay, now on to something that's going to be a little bit more complicated. Let me start.